Alright, guys and girls, welcome back. So today is May the 4th. So May the 4th be with you guys and girls who are Star Wars fans out there. So it is May the 4th, 2021. Just doing some breakfast now. My air fryer's just gone anyway, so I'm going to quickly do it now. But so today I'm working with Torino or Ternio. It's Turnio. Ternio. Now, this app basically is a photogrammetry app where you can use it on your iPhone. I use it on my iPhone 11 Pro. You don't need none of this LiDAR crap. Even though it's great, LiDAR's good, but you don't need LiDAR to actually work it. So I'm just working with LiDAR's non-efficient app. So it's like there's no LiDAR at all in it. Which basically is like sensors, lasers and stuff where they can pick up on the distance of how far the object is, how round it is, what the shape is and all this kind of stuff. Now, I do photogrammetry and basically photos by photos. So if you've got a good camera, especially on your iPhone like this one, I can actually put like 80 photos together and turn it into a 3D grammetry model. At the moment, I've just taken a 3D grammetry model of one of my figurines of Thanos from Endgame of Marvel's Avengers movies of Endgame. And I will probably do some videos probably tomorrow because what I'm going to be doing is putting it in my oat space thing where I'm basically putting it in my world, make it massive, and then just use it from Unity and then just put it in there and make the actual map or the actual sort of prop or object massive. Now you can actually stretch it out when you use oat space. You can basically do it as a template where you can pull it into a world and build when you build worlds, you put it all together, or you can basically put it as sort of a kit, put it in a kit so you can have a Marvel kit going and you can record pictures, like make your own world, create the world that you want. So if you want a Marvel universe style map, so I'm building at the moment a terrain. I'm trying to get some terrain water, like a little riverside, and then people can come in, they can check out and stuff, and it's going to be fantastic with lovely realistic water. I've put like nearly 3,000 trees in this world at the moment that I'm building. Obviously, the megabytes don't sort of go up and down due to the fact that if you use one type of tree, obviously I can use two different types of trees and it still won't be cost efficient, so it won't cost you anything on the megabytes when you're uploading a world. I'm actually uploading a world at the moment. It's around 250 megabytes in size. Obviously they allow you to do 10 megabytes, or they actually try and get you to coax you to do up to 10 megabytes. But because the Oculus Quest 1 and 2 can handle pretty much a lot of the data going on, you should be fine. So if you've got a tree with, I don't know, so say a tree's like 1.3 megabytes per tree, or 180 kilobytes per tree. Now, obviously, when you do, say, 1,000 of those trees, will they cost affect you for each one? Would that mean 1.5 kilobytes or 1.5 meg? Will that allocate to each 3,000 trees that you put in? No, they don't. Because I think it's something to do with the algorithm. And the algorithm basically I don't know, something to do when basically you load up the trees. I've actually put loads of trees in. I'm seeing slight lag on it, but it's nothing sort of cost efficiency except for I'm just trying to think megabytes wise. So I put like I think 150 trees in there yesterday. Started to test the waters. Now I've got terrain, mountain terrains now. So I put trees all the way around, scattered them all. I think I got like about 350 trees. They were exactly the same amount of megabytes as I did when I had the 150 trees, so they haven't really cost effect on the megabyte size, on the size of the file. Now, the 250 megabytes that I actually said the whole world is entirely is actually broken down to around about 81 megabytes, um, depending on the system. So if you've got a PC, you're looking at around about 83 megabytes. If you've got the iMac, it's around about 81, 83 megabytes as well. And if you've got the Quest 1 or Quest 2, you're looking at around about, I'd say, 80 to 79 meg. Some of it's dipped down is a lot less on the Quest than you are on the PC headsets or the PC itself, due to the fact that you can see more detail on the PC than you can actually on a whole system. So, or on the headset, on the standalone headsets. So this is kind of a bit of a breakdown. Now, the way I had to do it is basically go into the texture packs and had to basically lower the textures from, I think it was rendering was at 2000. So I knocked the rendering down from 2000 to around, I think, give or take 512 rendering cycles. So I think how many cycles it takes to render that image inside the world. Obviously, the trees, when you come close to the trees, the bushes start to come in slowly. Now, I'm not too sure what that is. It could be to do with the culling on it. The culling basically allocates, so if there's nothing going on behind you, you're not really looking behind you anyway, because you can't see what's behind you in the first place. So the only way what it does, it's very intelligent. It actually gets rid of the background because you don't see anything behind you, because you can't have eyes in the back of your head. You can only see what's in front of you with the VR headset. So every time when you move like this to turn, basically everything behind you disappears. There's nothing behind. To other people, when they see in that direction, yes, but per headset, or per VR headset, or how the algorithm's done, you're only sort of, it's to do with the processing, how many processing it does to cycle the rendering system. That's the pipeline it uses, but I'm not 100% how it works. But obviously, when you've got nothing behind you, what's it there behind you in the first place? So it gets rid of it, basically, the background. So it saves you on RAM efficiency. So it's actually to do with the RAM. The culling, I think, is a part of the RAM. So when you've got the RAM behind you, there's nothing behind, it saves that and it does what's in front. So it uses the RAM in front and not behind, if you guys and girls know what I mean. But I'm sort of working on Unity at the moment, as sort of like I'm getting the grips on it, and I need to sort of like do a lot of hard work on it. But yeah, so it goes, and I'm starting to grasp the basics and the works on how to upload maps, how to get rid of scripts. Scripts can be a bit of a sort of a nightmare, really, if you think about it, because scripts is actually to do with CC plus, like hashtag style coding. So it's just coding at the end of the day. But obviously, when you get rid of scripts, you should be alright. I haven't been able to get water physics working into Outspace at the moment, due to the fact it uses MRE.